Hello and welcome to Chapter 5, A1 French Courses for Beginners. So for the first section, it's gonna be about hours and minutes. Telling time is essential skill for everybody and for everyday communication. In French, time is expressed using a combination of hours and minutes. Understanding how to tell time in French will enable you to schedule appointments, make plans, and coordinate activities. 12 p.m. midi. 3 p.m. 3 heures de l'après-midi. 9 p.m. 9 heures du soir. 9 heures du soir. Minutes in French are expressed using the numbers from 1 to 59. To indicate minutes past the hour, use the word "et," which is "and," followed by the number of minutes. For example, 5h10, 8h45, 2h30, 7h55. To tell time in French, combine the hour and minute expressions. Example: 9h20, 9h20, 13h45, 13h45, 18h10, 18h10, 22h30, 22h30. Engage in exercises to practice telling time in French. For example, you can write the following times in French. Translate the following times into French. Recap the key points covered in the topic. We saw that telling time in French requires knowledge of hours and minutes. Hours follow a 24-hour format, while minutes are expressed using the number from 1 to 59. To tell time, combine the hour and minute expressions. Try to continue practicing telling time in French to reinforce your understanding. Mastering the skill of telling time in French is essential for effective communication and planning. Keep practicing and familiarizing yourself with different time expressions to improve your language proficiency. And also, always continue exploring new topics and building your knowledge of the French language. Section 2 of Chapter 5. Asking for the time. Asking for the time is a common and practical conversation topic. In French, there are various ways to ask for the time, depending on the level of formality and the context. Understanding how to ask the time will enable you to get the information you need and engage in time-related conversations. informal situations or when speaking to someone unfamiliar, you can use the following phrases to ask for the time. What time is it? Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? Could you tell me the time, please? Pourriez-vous me dire l'heure, s'il vous plaît? Excuse me, do you have the time? Excusez-moi, avez-vous l'heure? These phrases show politeness and respect when asking for the time. In informal or casual situations, you can use the following phrases to ask for the time. What time is it? Quelle heure il est? Do you have the time? Tu as l'heure? What time is it? Il est quelle heure? These phrases are more relaxed and commonly used among friends, family, or in informal settings. Examples of asking the time in French. In the formal way, excusez-moi, avez-vous l'heure? Oui, il est 10h30. On the informal part, quelle heure il est? Il est 1h25. Engage in exercises to practice asking for the time in French. For example, you can write a formal and informal way to ask for the time. You can also practice asking and answering the time with a partner. Review the key points covered in the topic. We saw that formal ways to ask for the time, like quelle heure est-il? Pourriez-vous me dire l'heure, s'il vous plaît? Excusez-moi, avez-vous l'heure? Informal ways to ask for the time. Quelle heure il est? Tu as l'heure? Il est quelle heure? Always continue practicing asking for the time in different contexts to improve your language skills. Being able to ask for the time is an important skill for effective communication in French. Always keep practicing and familiarizing yourself with different ways to ask for the time to enhance your language proficiency. Always continue exploring new topics and building your knowledge of the French language. Section 3, Chapter 5, Saying the time. Knowing how to say the time in French is essential for effective communication. When stating the time, it is important to use the appropriate vocabulary and expressions. Understanding how to say the time accurately will enable you to convey time-related information clearly. When stating the hours in French, use the following expressions. For 1 a.m., you say une heure. For 2 p.m., 2 heures. For 4 p.m., 4 heures. 9 p.m., 9 heures. Also note that midi is used for 12 p.m. and minuit for 12 a.m. To state the minutes in French, use the following patterns. For example, 1h10, 1h11, 1h15, 1h30, 1h moins le quart, 1h59. Also note that A means and moins means minus. To say the time in French, combine the hour and minute expressions. 3 a.m. 20 minutes is 3h20. 3h20. 5:45 p.m. 17h45. 17h45. 8:15 a.m. 8h15. 10:30 p.m. 22h30. 22h30. 12:59 p.m. Midi moins une. Also note that moins une is used to indicate 1 minute before the next hour. So, example exercises. You can say the following times in French: 2:30 a.m., 6:55 p.m., 11:10 a.m. You can also listen to audio recordings of different times and write them down in French. So we saw that hours in French are expressed using the appropriate number at the word heure. Minutes follow specific patterns, including A, which is and also including moins, which is minus, for certain times. When saying the time, combine the hour and minute expressions. Always continue practicing saying the time in French to reinforce your understanding. Mastering the skill of saying the time in French is crucial for effective communication. Keep practicing and familiarizing yourself with different time expressions to improve your language proficiency. And always continue exploring new topics and building your knowledge of the French language. Section 4: Chapter 5 Times of the Day. In French, different times of day are used to indicate specific parts of the day. Understanding the vocabulary related to times of day will enable you to express time-related concepts more effectively. Knowing the appropriate times of day is essential for scheduling, planning, and also for daily conversations. The morning is referred to as le matin in French. Le matin. Examples of expressing morning times. 6 a.m. is 6 heures du matin. 9:30 a.m. 9h30 du matin. 11:45 a.m. 11h45 du matin. The afternoon is referred to as l'après-midi in French. Examples of expressing afternoon times. 12 p.m. Midi. 3:15 p.m. 3h15 de l'après-midi. 5:30 p.m. 5h30 de l'après-midi. The evening is referred to as le soir. Le soir in French. For example, 6 p.m. is 6 heures du soir. 7:45 p.m. 7h45 du soir. 9:20 p.m. 9h20 du soir. The night is referred to as la nuit in French. For example, 10 p.m. is 10 heures de la nuit. 11:30 p.m. 11h30 de la nuit. 1:45 a.m. 1h45 du matin. Engage in exercises to practice expressing times of day in French. For example, you can match the given times with the appropriate expressions like 8:30 a.m., 2 p.m., 7:15 p.m., 12:30 a.m. You can also write a short paragraph describing your daily routine, mentioning different times of day. So in this topic, we saw that le matin is used for morning times, l'après-midi for afternoon times, le soir for evening times, and also la nuit For night times, use the appropriate expressions to indicate different times of day. Always continue practicing and incorporating times of day vocabulary into your conversations to improve your language skills. Mastering the vocabulary related to times of day is important for expressing time-related concepts in French. Always keep practicing and familiarizing yourself with different times of day to enhance your language proficiency. And also, make sure to always continue exploring new topics and building your knowledge of the French language. Chapter 5, Section 5, Schedules. Schedules play a vital role in our daily lives, helping us plan and organize our activities. In French, expressing and understanding schedules is important for effective communication and time management. Learning how to talk about schedules will enable you to discuss appointments, events, and daily routines. Days of the week in French: Monday, lundi, Tuesday, mardi, Wednesday, mercredi, Thursday, jeudi, Friday, vendredi, Saturday, samedi, Sunday, dimanche. To express daily routines, use the following expressions: le matin, in the morning; l'après-midi, in the afternoon; le soir, in the evening; la nuit, at night. For example, I work in the morning. Je travaille le matin. She studies in the afternoon. Elle étudie l'après-midi. We go out in the evening. Nous sortons le soir. They sleep at night. Ils dorment la nuit. To express weekly schedules, use the following phrases: on Monday, le lundi, every day, tous les jours, on weekends, les weekends. For example, I have a class on Monday. J'ai un cours le lundi. I work every day. Je travaille tous les jours. We go out on weekends. Nous sortons les week-ends. Engage in exercises to practice expressing schedules in French. For example, you can write your weekly schedule in French, mentioning different activities on specific days. You can also describe your daily routine, including morning, afternoon, and evening activities. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. We saw also that expressing daily routines like le matin for the morning, l'après-midi for the afternoon, le soir for the evening, la nuit for night. Expressing weekly schedules like le lundi, tous les jours, les week-ends. Always continue practicing and incorporating schedule-related vocabulary into your conversations to improve your language skills. So, being able to express and understand schedules in French is essential for effective communication and time management. Always keep practicing and familiarizing yourself with different schedule-related expressions to enhance your language proficiency. And also, always continue exploring new topics and building your knowledge of the French language. Chapter 5, Section 6. Time. Practice with. To reinforce your understanding of telling time in French, engaging in practice exercises is essential. Through practice, you can improve your ability to read and comprehend different time expressions. These exercises will help you become more confident in using time-related vocabulary and concepts. Matching the given time expressions with their corresponding clock times. 8h45 13h20 19h10. Exercise 2. Write the following clock times using the appropriate time expressions in French. (10:15 a.m. 6:30 p.m. 9:55 a.m. Exercise 3. Create sentences using the given time expressions in French. 22h15 5h30 9h moins 10. Exercise 4. Pair up with a partner and engage in a dialogue practice. One person asks for the time and the other person responds using different time expressions. For example, quelle heure est-il? Il est 9h du matin. Et maintenant? Maintenant, il est 11h30. Always continue practicing with different time expressions and scenarios. Recap the key points covered in this topic. Practice exercises help reinforce your understanding of telling time in French. Matching time expressions, writing time expressions, creating sentences, and engaging in dialogue practice are effective exercises. Always continue practicing regularly to improve your proficiency in using time-related vocabulary and concepts. Engaging in practice exercises is crucial for mastering the skill of telling time in French. Always keep practicing and challenging yourself with various exercises to enhance your language proficiency. And always continue exploring new topics and also building your knowledge of the French language. Chapter 5, Section 7, Days of the Week. So days of the week are essential for expressing and organizing time-related activities. In French, the days of the week have specific names and are used in various contexts. Understanding the days of the week in French will enable you to schedule appointments, make plans, but also discuss weekly routines. So here are the days of the week in French. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. The days of the week are used in various contexts, like for scheduling appointments or events. The meeting is on Tuesday. La réunion est mardi. For also discussing weekly routines. I work from Monday to Friday. Je travaille du lundi au vendredi. Making plans or invitations. Shall we meet on Saturday? On se voit samedi. Referring to specific days. On Wednesdays, I have French class. Le mercredi, j'ai cours de français. When using days of the week with verbs, they can indicate recurring actions. I play tennis on Saturdays. Je joue au tennis le samedi. She goes shopping on Fridays. Elle fait du shopping le vendredi. We go out on Sundays. Nous sortons le dimanche. Engage in exercises to practice using the days of the week in French. You can write sentences using different days of the week to describe weekly routines. You can also match the given activities with the appropriate days of the week. Recap the key points covered in the topic. The days of the week in French are lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. They are used for scheduling, discussing routines, making plans, and indicating recurring actions. Continue practicing and incorporating the days of the week into your conversations to improve your language skills. Mastering the days of the week in French is important for effective communication and time management. Always keep practicing and familiarizing yourself with different contexts of using the days of the week to enhance your language proficiency. And always continue exploring new topics and building your knowledge of the French language. Chapter 5, Section 8, Months and Seasons. Months and seasons are important for discussing time-related events, activities, and weather. In French, the months and seasons have specific names and are used in various contexts. Understanding the months and seasons in French will enable you to talk about specific times of the year and plan accordingly. Here are the months of the year in French. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. Seasons in French. Spring, le printemps. Summer, l'été. Autumn or fall, l'automne. Winter, l'hiver. Months and seasons are used in various contexts. When referring to specific times of the year, je pars en vacances en juillet. Discussion seasonal activities. Nous faisons du ski en hiver. Describing weather conditions. Il fait chaud en été. Talking about special occasions. Mon anniversaire est en octobre. Practice exercises. Engage in exercises to practice using the months and seasons in French. For example, you can write sentences using different months to describe activities or events. You can also match the given weather conditions with the appropriate seasons. Recap the key points covered in the topic. The months of the year in French are janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. The seasons in French are le printemps, l'été, l'automne, l'hiver. They are used for referring to specific times, discussion activities, weather conditions, and special occasions. Always continue practicing and incorporating the months and seasons into your conversations to improve your language skills. Mastering the months and seasons in French is very important for effective communication and understanding time-related concepts. Always keep practicing and familiarizing yourself with different contexts of using the months and seasons to enhance your language proficiency. Continue exploring new topics and building your knowledge of the French language.